but this is like one case where like I have no idea who did it. Like I'm genuinely like lost. I'm like I don't think she did it cuz I don't know. I mean she could have, but it doesn't make sense. I don't think he did it. We're defending him. That'd be weird. Could have been anyone, I guess. What the girls saw. Oops.
So I slipped inside a carriage before they opened the horses, just like always. But it was about a waste of time. I got met in the shelf with no troubles that night. I'll tell you, I was a blind digging out by the place with pitching there. Then after a while, things got bad. It was dropped down my skin, I did. How? Because of that, this smells out. He did help me get away, Mom.
wrong, Mr. McGilded? Oh, I do apologize. Was there something the matter, Counsel? His voice has changed every time. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just wondering if Miss Lestrade's last comment made something occur to you, perhaps? You seem to be thinking something to yourself. Oh, no. Was that unimportant? Oh, I was feeling bad for the poor lass is all. I remember feeling desperate myself this morning, eh? Shut in the dark, it was terrifying, so it was. See, yes, I'm sure you all sympathize. I'm still stuck scared of the dark now. About yourself. Like everything we hear about was more loud as well. Conclusions from that. Oh, wait. Oh, I said it's insignificant. I thought it said significant. Well, very well. That is a position of defense. No, Susato, stop me. I misclicked. I misread it. What's the matter, Miss Susato? Well, is that really true, do you think? It must be, surely. She said that she didn't hear anything. Perhaps that's precisely the point. Could that be important in and of itself? The fact that she heard nothing. Continue with the cross-examination. Let me go back. Hold it!
Well, no.
Well, no.
Excuse me.
Yeah. We did this. I'm sorry. I misread it. I gotta slow down. It's profoundly important. Usually the "it's important" is on the top, okay? My lord, I believe the statement just made by the witness is profoundly important. Profoundly important? But all she said was that she heard nothing. Yes, which is the profoundly important part. I'm almost sure of it. I'm almost sure that I don't understand the inner workings of your Eastern Mind Council. Nevertheless, Miss Gina Lestrade, repeat that last statement, please. What? Supplement? What you on about? Don't give me all your fancy talk. I knew what you were trying to do. Go work on me. Always a good move. Straight to me as the look out what's going on. We're all gonna get a snow.
jump out of there as soon as I heard him immediately see me. Unlikely. Even though we saw Pierre there, I never heard the door open. Listen, I'm driving. His pigs the market, snowing like an old dog he was.
What you have just told the court is clearly at odds with the facts. Huh. At odds? Are you sure, ma'am? Absolutely. It seems my learned neighbor is as still Yes, my lord. Yes, we got it. Thrice fired Mason. Yes, my lord. The sound the missile strike cannot have failed to hear is that of the victim, Mr. Mason, boarding the omnibus. Okay, I was right. Good. I was like, I thought that's where it's going. At odds with the facts. Yes. This petty thief's statement was clearly flawed. Oh, he's gonna take it as that she's lying about it to cover, like, for him or something. Lord Van Zeeks. He's gonna take it as she's lying. I know where he's going with it. He's not on your side. They're never on your side unless they're Miles Edgeworth. Yes. He knew also well that there was an inconsistency in Miss Lestrade's statement. He's just gonna call her a liar. It would seem the words of thanks are in order for my learned friend. What are you talking about? Demonstrated matters impeccably. This witness and her colorful statements are entirely unreliable. Words of confirming are convenient untruths, nothing more. Critical inconsistency in her story. However, if we consider the possibility that her statement is in fact the truth, it may shed an entirely new light on this whole case. What do you say?
Objection!
I just realized my audio's been turned down this whole time. I am so sorry. I didn't realize how quiet that was. Only one side of the enclosed cabin is furnished with a door. The other has only windows. Fixed windows which cannot possibly open. In short, there is no entrance to the cabin other than the door.
Objection!
But there could be. There's one possibility you haven't considered. Oh, really? Yes, one other way inside that isn't the door. Another opening, the use of which allowed the victim to appear inside the enclosed cabin. Why is McGilden upset? All right, counsel. The defense will identify the location for the court. And here is the omnibus in which the incident occurred. Where on earth is this entrance by which you propose the victim entered the cabin? Okay, yeah, it's gotta be the skylight.
Take that!
The answer is obvious. It could only have been the skylight. I say, the skylight? Because he was collapsed on the floor!
Objection!
That's right! Your ludicrous proposal almost has me lost for words. However,
Objection!
the skylight may well be large enough for someone to pass through.
Objection!
So you claim. But do you have a shred of evidence to support your addle-brained theory? Both Mr. McGilden and Miss Lestrade said the same in their testimonies. They each claimed to have heard a loud thud, such as the noise made by someone falling to the floor. Yes, which has already been explained, as the sound of the victim falling from his seat having been assaulted with the dagger. Yes, it has. But would a man slipping from the seat onto the floor really have made such a loud noise as the witnesses describe? A noise loud enough to cause Miss Lestrade to let out an involuntary cry, in fact? Good gracious! Perhaps, in fact, that was the moment that the victim made his entrance into the cabin. No, let me rephrase that. The victim didn't enter the cabin as such. He fell into it.
Objection!
You're now suggesting that the victim fell from the skylight into the cabin. That's simply impossible. How can you be so sure? Because if the victim had fallen inside through the skylight, as you say, the passengers on the roof deck would have seen it happen. Well, they're probably guilty! And yet not one person made mention of such events in their testimony. Well, yes, that's true, but... Might a humble fellow make a wee comment here? Mr. McGilden? To be sure now, two fellows who were sat on the roof that testified afore said nothing of the victim falling through the skylight. But it seems to me, my lord, that 'tis not so much a case of them not saying, but... Aye. 'Tis a case of them being unable to say. What? I think perhaps the two fellas do be having something of a compelling reason not to mention what happened. Would you not agree? Fine, ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
My goodness. Surely not.
These two chaps on the roof? You mean the ones who stuck that knife in the man were... Mm-hmm. Just what exactly are you insinuating here, you blitherer? You rotter, he said! You rotter! What are you insinuating? This is a flaming outrage. I've got mine to give you a blanco in a minute. He'll give you a shiner in a minute, he said, and so will I! Mr. Fairplay? You're effectively accusing me, a city gentleman, of a well-respected banker. And me, a very angry hatter. Suggesting that someone like me could have stabbed that man in the guts. It's a disgrace. It's scandalous. It's... I protest in the strongest possible terms. That's right, I protest too! And you rotten scoundrel! Order! 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 This is not the time, witnesses. I will not permit this wanton invasion of the stand. Return to the anteroom at once. But this is reason, my lord. It's outrageous. It's very hurtful, you know? My lord, if I may comment. Go ahead, Lord Van Zeeks. It was the defense that incited this outburst from the witnesses. My learned friend has seen fit to abandon our protocol and accuse the witnesses without proof. Accuse? I never intended to. It seems, young Nibonese, that your command of the English tongue is wanting. You propose to this court that the victim fell through the skylight from the roof deck of the omnibus. That hypothesis cannot possibly stand without the rooftop passengers being aware of the offense. You have branded these gentlemen liars. You have intimated their criminal guilt. In our British courts of law, this is what is termed a baseless accusation. I know I was rash to put this idea forward without any actual evidence, but you can't just dismiss it without a second thought. What are we wasting time for? Get them to testify! I thought there was something fishy about that hat from the moment I laid eyes on the fellow. We have to see the matter through now, one way or another.
If there's filth and rubbish in our midst, we must dispose of it at once.
Oh! That's cool.
What's happening, Mr. Naruhodo?
Spectators in the public gallery they're in a complete frenzy. Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First. My lord, you will take the stand again and make another formal testimony in reference to the indictment brought by the defense. Yes, my lord.
I didn't come here for this.
There's no time to think this through. All I can do is keep pushing forward. Well, we were the only two people up on the roof deck. Dead or alive, I can swear to that. Was it actually both of them? If anything had happened where we were sitting, don't you think one or the other of us would have noticed? In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We have no reason to kill the man. The skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you! We couldn't possibly have opened it! If you're so sure the victim fell through the skylight, where's your proof? I must say that on listening to this testimony is somewhat hard to imagine. how either witness could have performed any malevolent act on the open rooftop deck without the other noticing forthwith. That's right, you see. We're innocent, I tell you! Although logically, of course, the argument falls down if the two of you were in collusion with one another. What? Huh? According to investigations by Scotland Yard, the two witnesses share no common dealings. Well, I don't trust coppers any more than I trust the stinking rich. Something doesn't feel right here. The trial is going in our favor, really. So why do I feel so uneasy? Counsel for the defense, over to you. A cross-examination, please. Oh, yes, my lord. We were the only two people up on the roof deck, dead or alive, I can swear to that. If anything had happened, we were still sitting, don't think one of us would have noticed. In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man.
Hold it!
So, you had never met Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason before? Oh, no. Not once. Never. He'd never met the man before, he said. Never! And you, Mr. First? Had no prior dealings with the victim either? That's right, sir. Hatters don't have much to do with brickmakers, to be perfectly honest, sir. No, I imagine not. You see, how many different ways can I put this? Neither of us had their modus
Well, no.
Well, no. Neither of us had the remotest connection to the gentlemen who were inside the cabin.
Excuse me.
Mr. McGilded? Yes, counsel. What could I be doing for you? Doing you for? Didn't the witness's last statement give you pause for tonight somehow? Did I read that right? Pause for thought somehow. That makes more sense. Not the remotest connection. Is that right now, I wonder? What are you insinuating now? Oh, Mr. Fairplay. It has been too long, so it has. If I'm not very much mistaken, I believe this fast potion, is it not? Your repayment date? Oh yeah, he definitely knows him. I beg your pardon? You borrowed 20 guineas from me, sir. At an unconcisable rate of interest. You tricked me. It's extortion. Well now, is that a touch of begrudgery, is it? The sort of begrudgery that might motivate a fellow to pass his crimes off on another. And young Mr. First. Me, sir? What do you want from me, sir? You do be making house for a living, do you not? That their top hat sliding on your head. Is that one of your own creations, is it? I finally got the accent back. He had a little moment of being British, and he's got his Irish accent. We're getting it. Oh, well, I'm still just an apprentice, you understand. I'm learning to find a perfect fit for whatever fine jet walks through the door. The perfect fit, is it? Well, it is a very distinctive design, so it is. Many customers like it, I tell you. They're like a distinctive touch. Customers? Such as Thrice-Fired Mason? Yeah. There was a photographic print of the victim submitted as evidence for, my lord. Oh, this you mean. I can't help thinking that the poor fellow's hat looks distinctly familiar, wouldn't you say? Oh. That's one of my hats. Oh, that it is. So it would seem the brickmaster was a customer of yours. The sort of customer I'd wager you could have had a wee quarrel with over this distinctness of the goods. Oh, no, sir. Absolutely not, sir. Well, that there's really nothing more to add. It wouldn't be right to say that the two fellas here haven't the remotest connection to the victim, you see. I think he could have defended himself in court just fine. I don't think he even needed me. He's doing a great job on his own. I rest my case. You little weasel. He's better at this than I am, right? Like, get this guy an attorney's badge.
Gosh, Mr. McGillit has certainly been thorough in his research, hasn't he?
Please, don't let me, little interruption, hold up the proceedings. Oh, I got an achievement. Skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you. Couldn't possibly have opened it. Hold it! Are you quite certain about that? That the skylight was shut the entire time? I'm going to lose my block with you in a minute. He's going to lose his rag with you in a minute. That's what he said. Take a look for yourself. Go on. You see, it's shut fast now, just like it was on the night. So it is, of course. A fellow the size of Mr. Mason could likely break right through it, still and all. What? Just looking at the size of the thing, you understand. Now you hold up there a minute, sir. The size of the thing means nothing. Not on its own. Let's consider the bigger picture here, shall we? Let's stop biting her cane, shall we? I was riding the omnibus on another occasion when, well, I broke wind loudly. I shook myself with it as it happens. Okay. What? This is an unexpected confession, Mr. First. Oh, I just mean to say, well, the point is I tried to open the skylight, you see. But just with my luck, I couldn't make it budge. The stench was terrible. Everyone was looking daggers at me, sir. I went as red as rouge, I did. Are you expecting me to sentence you? Oh, no, sir. The point is, the skylight can't be opened. I tried and tried when I was inside the cabin of shame.
Excuse me.
What was... Do you have something to say about that, Miss Lestrade? Miss Lestrade.
It opens.
Hmm?
Skylight. That was what we were talking about, right?
Oh, I forgot she had a gun.
All of them skylights open, dead easy.
More easily than you can load that weapon? That's a lie, I tell you. Otherwise, when I broke wind, I...
You can't do it from the inside, you mug.
Oh.
Look, a few weeks ago I was up on the roof deck of one of them drags. And I had a great I had purses coming out me ears.
Miss Lestrade, this is not the form to be eulogizing on the subject of your criminal activities.
Well, anyway, I had a bit of a scare. When I lifted the last bloke's purse, he got wise to me. All four of them surrounded me so I couldn't hop off the bus and leg it. So what I did was I used the skylight, opened the catch and jumped right through.
What?
Yeah, the catch for them skylights is on the top side, so I can't open them from the cabin.
Skylight opens from the roof deck? Bailiff? Climb up onto the roof of the omnibus at once and verify this witness's claims. Oh, my hat! See? Order! 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 So it appears that this street girl's statement is quite true. I don't believe it. The skylight opens, and from the roof deck.
Mr. Naruhodo. This could be the clue we've been looking for.
Well. Counsel for the defense, please continue with your cross-examination. Yes, my lord. So the skylight opens. Perhaps I should investigate for myself. Okay. So the skylight was fastened shut before.
But now the catch has been undone, we should be able to open it.
Okay. Is that a blood stain? Or is it just red? You can certainly see inside the carriage through this opening, that's for sure.
Yes, and there's a lamp in the enclosed cabin, so I'm sure the witnesses would have been able to see quite clearly.
That's not good for us. Okay. Nothing good about... Okay, do I have to, like, go in from the inside? Yeah. Let's go in.
Yes, it does open very wide, doesn't it? Wide enough to kick someone like you through, certainly, Mr. Naruhodo.
Why someone like me? Ah! What is it?
Look, just here! Look at this!
That's... without question.
It's blood!
Why would there be a blood stain there? Why do you think? Sorry.
Surely, it can't be unrelated to the case, can it?
There's a blood stain visible in the frame of the skylight when it's open. Okay, well. Where's my proof? Well.
Objection.
On the night in question, the victim was fatally stabbed in the stomach. And immediately afterwards, the victim's body was pushed through the skylight into the cabin below. Those are the facts and the irrefutable proof. Remains clearly visible in the omnibus that stands before us today in this very courtroom. What? That's utter humbug. You can't possibly have any evidence. No, you can't. I mean, we didn't do it, I tell you. It's impossible. Irrefutable proof. Here, in this courtroom. Counsel? My lord? I believe everyone would appreciate a little clarification here, Where exactly within the omnibus is this evidence to which you allude? You'll point out what it is that proves the victim fell through the roof deck, from the roof deck through the skylight. Oh, there it is.
Yes, it does open very wide, does it? We did this.
It's blood, yeah. Okay, I have to present it. By Jupiter! Is that blood? This bloodstain proves two things. Firstly, when the incident occurred, the skylight of the omnibus was open. What? And secondly, the victim was already bleeding when he fell through the opening. Oh my, And so it follows that Mr. McGilded, who was inside the enclosed cabin himself at the time, cannot possibly be guilty of this crime. No! Order! Order! Order!
Hold it.
Order. But the blood could have sprayed up there when the fellow was stabbed in the cabin. The only way it found that one particular spot on the skylight? Sure, and that would be very convenient. Let's just keep that in mind. The skylight catch can only be unfastened from the roof deck. I myself wouldn't have been able to open it now, would I? But. There is no way to tell for certain, is there? If the gent really fell through the skylight, I mean. Why don't you have a good look at the floor of the cabin between the two seats, Mr. First? It's all too plain, if you see. That's the aftermath that shows the poor fella dropped from a fair height. Right there, so it is. What? No. But, it can't be. It's all lies!
Hold it.
My fellow jury members. I think we can all agree that this is clear proof of the defendant's innocence, can't we?
I believe we can, yes, sir. It's clear to me now where the filthy rubbish can be found in this courtroom.
So, they thought they could pull the wool over my eyes, did they? I won't tolerate any of the guild's carriages being sullied with blood. I won't tolerate it!
Oh, I always knew that nice gentleman who gave us the delightful park couldn't have done such a thing.
On three then, everyone. 1, 2. Why is juror number 2 raising her fist? She's already on innocent. 3.
Objection.
Ah, of course. A chilling performance, Mr. McGilded. Oh, what would you be referring to there now, Lord Van Zieks? The blood stain on the frame of the skylight. Such evidence is null and void. Shut up. What? Why? For one extremely simple reason. That smear of blood never existed.
Objection.
What are you talking about? It's there for all to see, and it's clearly blood.
Objection.
I personally attended Scotland Yard's investigation of the omnibus. The officers involved went over the carriage with a fine-tooth comb. So I can state with absolute surety, no such smear of blood existed in the carriage. Is this true, or is he just lying? At least, not until this trial began. But are you suggesting, Lord Van Zieks, that this stain of blood was fabricated, my lord? Yes, and while this court has been in session. During the smoke bomb? What? What a palaver. I must say, I didn't expect such crude reasoning from a prosecutor of your standing, Lord Van Zieks. But I'm Magnus McGilded, a fellow known all over the capital for this for his fine contributions to public life. I don't take kindly to slander, and I'll fight it to the bitter end. Even if it's rolling off the tongue of the Reaper at the Bailey. Mr. McGilded, I realize that this is your first appearance in court as the accused. However, I am well aware of your involvement behind the scenes in many great affairs of dubious nature. So did he actually do it? You're very adept when it comes to avoiding getting your own hands dirty. And each time it happens that a case you're involved in is investigated, you adapt the facts. Adapt the facts? What does that even mean? When you wield a fortune the size of Mr. McGilded's, however ill-gotten it may be, nothing is impossible. Tampering with evidence, manipulating the scene of a crime, bribing witnesses. I test your ability to concoct the most convenient of stories, sir. Tut, Lord Van Zieks. This will not do, to be sure. Wait now, counsel. No. I think it's fair to say that does all sound like a rather far-fetched excuse by a desperate man. The blood on the skylight didn't exist, you say? But if you will cast your minds back, is it not true that the omnibus there has been in the courtroom the entire time? How could anyone put a smear of blood in it without the world and his wife seeing? Isn't that right, counsel? It's true. The omnibus has been in full view the entire time the court has been in session. Not during the smoke bomb. My learned friend. Here's to hearing your opinion on this matter. In your own words. As you wish. Could someone have tampered with the omnibus during this trial? You're asking me, I think. Yeah. Obviously. As a defense lawyer, it's my job to advocate for the defendant as best as I can. But still, I feel as though there's something even more important at stake here. There is no evidence to suggest that the defendant did as my learned friend suggests. However, in terms of having the opportunity to carry out the alleged tampering, there is one possibility. Oh. Good gracious. Explain yourself, counsel. Yes, there is. It seems my learned Lebanese friend has no intention of running from this deceit. Deceit? I'm sure everyone still remembers clearly the recess that we were forced to take. As a result of the smoke grenade fired by the witness currently in the stand, Miss Gina Lestrade. What's going on?
Be careful, Mr. Naruhodo. Cover your face.
Bailiff, don't let the accused escape. Secure the omnibus. I hereby call an emergency recess. Bailiff, ensure the defendant is in custody and clear the courtroom. The courtroom was filled with smoke, and everyone was thrown into confusion. All of us were made to leave this chamber. In that brief interval, under the veil of smoke and in all the chaos, it could have been possible to steal inside the omnibus. Are you wise? Oh.
What are you trying to pull, you rotten, feckless gouger?
Feckless gouger?
You're supposed to be defending me.
'Tis a wicked plot. 'Tis a plot to undermine me, so it is.
Objection!
Whatever you think this is, it changes nothing. The facts are the same. After this courtroom was evacuated earlier as a result of the smoke grenade, a number of inconsistencies materialized in relation to the omnibus. Inconsistencies such as all the stuff being removed from the seat. To start with, the storage compartment underneath the rear passenger seat. Yes, that was full! She could not have been under there! So did she actually do it? Or did he do it? Like, when the police investigated the omnibus, this compartment was full of the driver's items. Secondly, we had the smeared blood on the edge of the skylight. As I have said, that was not present at the start of the trial this morning. Unfortunately, Lord Van Seeks, no one is able to corroborate your claims. That's true. When the omnibus was first wheeled out, both the storage compartment and the skylight were shut. Accordingly, I'm afraid to say we cannot establish with any certainty if this evidence is the result of tampering or not. Indeed, my lord. There's no doubt there was not a single person who saw fit to verify such things. What do you think? Sorry?
About the omnibus. Is there anything else unusual about the omnibus?
Probably. My lord? Yes, counsel. There is one further inconsistency. A mark that surely could not have been present at the start of the trial. What? What in the devil's name are you going to say now? If you dare betray me, you little maggot, you'd better start watching your back.
Objection!
Silence, McGilded. The court awaits the defense's clarification. This trial keeps swinging one way and then the other. I have no idea what's the truth and what's deception. What am I supposed to believe here? I shall have to ask you to elaborate, counsel. What exactly is this alleged mark that you claim appeared at some point during the trial? Is it the blood on the floor? Because I really don't remember it. I remember the blood stain here. That's blood, isn't it?
Is something wrong?
Yeah, okay, it's the blood on the floor. It's just, this blood stain is so obvious, that's all. And yet Van Zieks has made no mention of it?
I suppose that does seem a little strange.
Why do I have such a bad feeling about this? Okay.
Got it!
Got it. If we consider that the victim fell through the skylight onto the floor of the cabin. Also, does the victim even have, like, any bruising or anything? Hold on. Yeah, he doesn't, like, it's not noted if he has any, like, bruising. If we consider that the victim fell through the skylight onto the floor of the cabin. This feels like the Matt Ongard case. Like, I feel like we're convicting our own client. You would certainly expect to find signs of blood where he landed. But as far as I recall, this blood stain on the cabin floor was not there when the omnibus was first brought into the courtroom. Good lord. Yes, I do believe you're correct, counsel. Well said. Although, as advocate for the defense, one might say that was a very careless slip of the tongue. Oh, you're gonna criticize me for doing what you asked me to do? I believe that bloodstain on the floor is a decisive piece of evidence. But if the question is whether that evidence is genuine, or whether it was unlawfully fabricated by someone, I feel compelled to admit that there's at least the possibility that the evidence is fake. This trial is over. Mr. McGilded? I've done everything I possibly can to cooperate with the court, but it is all over now. But you're the defendant. It is over, I tell ye. Ooh. Memory, recollection, what people think they saw. It is all nonsense. Facts are what counts, and the fact is that bloodstain is there now. Well... And over the course of this desperate trial, long and extremely drawn out as it has been, that good-for-nothing Reaper of the Bailey has failed to present any decisive evidence at all. I'm scandalized, so I am. I thought better of Lord Van Zeeks. Well, my lord? I must concur with the defendant. The unaffirmed recollections of an individual cannot stand as evidence. At this moment in time, this particular bloodstain in question is very much in existence. And in the absence of any credible method by which to prove its alleged previous non-existence, I regret it would be improper for this trial to continue. Your lordship can't be serious. Lord Van Zeeks, what is your position? The prosecution, my lord, has no further witnesses or evidence to present. Very well. In that case, as I believe we've explored every possible avenue in this matter, I shall proceed to my adjudication. As a formality, I am of course obliged to confirm with the defense first. What formality?
As things stand at the moment, it would seem that Mr. McGilded will be found not guilty.
Yes.
Which would mean we've won.
Is that really the right outcome here? Is it really alright for the trial to come to an end now with all these unexplained inconsistencies? Counsel for the defense. A closing statement, please. Oh, we get a closing statement? That never happens. Usually they just crash out. Are we gonna end up defending the guys on the rooftop? Because that'd be funny. Yes, my lord. The defense believes... He could be guilty! I am here in this courtroom today to advocate for the defense of my client, Mr. McGilded. However... Worst defense ever. I wouldn't hide. At this moment in time, I cannot in all good conscience attest fully to the defendant's innocence. What are you saying, then? He could be guilty, I don't know. This feels like Matt on guard, okay? Without any question, there is no conclusive evidence to prove that the defendant is guilty. However, there is also no conclusive evidence to prove that he is innocent. Good. Good gracious me. So you know what the right thing to do would be? Extend the trial. Let there be a more investigation period. Order! Order! It's so inconclusive. This is unprecedented behavior, counsel. A defense lawyer calling the accused's innocence into question. Are you of sound mind? No. Oh, it was a grand decision to appoint you as my lawyer, so it was. A grand decision. What? I must say, I didn't expect quite such an exciting spectacle at the end there, but still. Here, have this for your troubles.
Your job here is done, fella, and some fine work you've done, so you have. What do you mean? It's just as the right honourable gentleman so succinctly put it afore. This trial can't go on anymore. And your closing statement there was, how did he put it now? Nothing more than a formality. Uh-huh.
I don't know what to make of all this. Was the evidence we've seen genuine, or was it fake?
His lordship would be fuming. Any unsightly rubbish should be disposed of promptly, as I said.
This stinking rich are always guilty of something. You mark my words.
I'm terribly ashamed that I ever doubted that lovely man who gave us the lovely path.
Now that proceedings have unfolded in this way, I am compelled to declare a premature end to this trial. Why? Furthermore, the court must accept the defendant's plea.
Oh, I thank you kindly, my lord.
I hereby pronounce the verdict of this court.
But we still haven't determined if the bloodstain in the omnibus is genuine or not. Oh, we don't know if these witnesses are telling the truth or a pack of lies.
We have no idea about the truth. Lord Van Zieks, my lord, the case made by the prosecution was flawed, plain and simple. If indeed the omnibus presented as evidence was tampered with, the prosecution is at fault for allowing such a disgraceful perversion of justice to take place. Is it really? I don't think it's his fault. That wouldn't be on him. That'd be on the people who are holding the evidence. My sincerest apologies, my lord.
Objection!
But wait. When we were evacuated from the courtroom, Lord Van Zieks ordered the evidence to be secured. I'm afraid the prosecution cannot shun responsibility in this matter. That's so unfair. The culpability of the defendant has not, at the present time, been established by this court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to proffer judgment. What? Well, Lord Van Zieks, it's been a pleasure, Shotas. And as for you, my dear fella, I couldn't have asked for a better defense. Do you mean to tell me this has all been a grand waste of time? It is the law of the land, my good man. If you'd like to pursue this matter further, you can always go ahead and try to change the law. Magnus McGilton. Good grief, you've more to say to me, have you? Just one thing. A warning. This is far from over. Woohoo. Well, it's something to be looking forward to then. I hereby pronounce the defendant, Mr. Magnus McGilded, not guilty. Yay? Concerned confetti? I can't believe it. This is an outrage. They should have examined the evidence more.
What are you talking about? The man's been cleared. He's innocent.
GG, easy win. Alright, let's go home. With the courtroom in pandemonium for the second time that day, the judge delivered his verdict. And my first ever trial in Great Britain came to an abrupt end. With the defendant being found not guilty, ostensibly a victory for us. Ugh. Yay! Victory! So happy! Sorry, I dropped my phone.
That certainly was a long trial.
Yes, it was.
Your first ever trial in foreign soil and your first victory. It was a wonderful performance. My heartfelt congratulations.
And to you, Mrs. Otto. Thank you for the assistance. I suppose we should be happy? I guess. The trouble is we're still completely in the dark about what actually happened.
Well, we didn't have enough time.
But isn't it wrong? I mean, who was actually responsible for Mr. Mason's death? We don't even know that.
The sole aim of the defense is to obtain a verdict that exonerates the defendant. Carried out your duty to perfection.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Did my job. Oh, that you did. Mr. McGill did. And that girl is with him too. But it seems the stories are true. Oh? What stories? About the 6 enormous fireworks they to be letting off when there's a verdict of not guilty? I'm sure you must have seen them now. Spectacular, wouldn't you say? Feels a bit much. Yes, definitely. I've heard it was a sight to behold, and be sure it was. And I've you to thank, I suppose, for having an opportunity to see it. I don't know about that. I'm not sure I really did anything. What on earth are you saying, fella? How did I walk out of there a free man, then? I don't think it was so much thanks to me as down to your planning. You're a straight-talking fella, aren't you? I must say, you have me astray in the head there once or twice. But you're young and headstrong. This water under the bridge.
Congratulations, Mr. McGilded, on having your name cleared.
But nothing's resolved. There's one thing that matters to me. Oh? They've all seen that I didn't do that odious and obstinate deed. Oh, I skipped it, I didn't mean to. Oh, 'tis grand, is it not? I suppose it is. Well, the fine fellow of Scotland Yard can take matters in hand and sort out any wee details. But I'll see it for what it is. They'll get to the truth. I've absolute faith in them, so I have. After all, I do be providing a good number of their wages with all the taxes I pay. It's not that funny. So then, as we agreed beforehand, 1,000 guineas for your troubles, fella. Oh, no, I couldn't possibly accept that much. Araby West. You're a humble people, are ye? You from the east? Well, if you insist. But have this, still and all. You deserve a reward. Mr. Magnus McGilded. Everything is ready, sir. If you'd like to follow me into the courtroom. Into the courtroom? What's this, officer? 'Tis sooner than I was led to believe. I hope it's not inconvenient, sir. There were some changes to the schedule. What? What's happening? Well, I must be making tracks now. It's time for the inspection. Sorry? What inspection? They're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. Oh yes, if I could be present for it myself. They're going to examine it again? Now? Naturally, I'm under no obligation to take part in any more of this matter now. But as an upstanding member of London society, I do be doing my best to help what I can. It is a gentleman's duty, so it is. So then, fare thee well. It was an absolute pleasure meeting you. I hope you have a whale of a time while you're studying here in Great Britain. Truly a gentleman, indeed. There he goes. A free man. Oh, I forgot she was here too. Oh yeah, I did as well. Don't move! Whereas I want to say, get it. Move on. She really does take forever to load that thing. Miss Lestrade, would you mind putting that thing down? You're a grown-up. Sorry? No, I ain't grown-ups. I love how they let her keep the cannon. Yeah, they don't confiscate it or anything. She can just have it. Huh. There you are. Mysterious voice. Oh, little girl.
Ah, there you are. Naughty, naughty, running off like that.
Is this some kind of picnic? Who's this little girl now?
I'm taking that with you as well. I was looking forward to the trial of my run of my experimental smoke grenade launcher.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to play? You won't beat me?
Yeah. Excuse me, but who are you?
Oh, good day to you. I'm, well, the inventor, I suppose, of that machine.
The inventor?
Well, normal smoke grenades are so dull, don't you agree? White, and more white. If you have to be shrouded in smoke, it could at least be a pretty color, I thought to myself.
Do we have to be shrouded in smoke, though? At all?
I just took my eyes off it for a moment whilst I was changing onto a different omnibus and she pinched it. Luckily, I fitted it with a telegraphic beacon.
What's it? What? I have no idea what this girl is talking about.
Anyway, you're coming with me now. Back to my laboratory. What for? To apologize, of course, silly. To my technician.
What? You mean, say sorry?
You must say sorry when you've done something wrong. Surely an adult has told you that before. An adult? I don't listen to no adults. Come along then. Follow me.
Fine. Have it your way.
Oh God, you see, I knew you'd want to do the right thing in the end.
I'm fairly sure that what she wants is not to get shot by that massive gun of yours. Yeah. I'd also listen if that was pointed at me.
We'll be leaving now then. Bye-bye. I'm so sorry for all the fuss.
Okay, bye. She was a lively one.
Well, do you think perhaps we ought to be on our way now too?
Yeah, you're right. But where to?
Oh.
We haven't had time to find a place to stay. No sooner had we arrived in London than we had to rush here. All our traveling cases are still with the bailiff.
I was originally planning to spend today in search of lodgings.
But at this late hour in the day, I'm afraid we may be out of luck.
Don't worry though. I have a plan. If the worst comes to worst, I've heard of a lovely park where we could spend the night.
Please tell me you're not thinking of McGilded Park.
I know it may be a little chilly at this time of year, but our youthfulness will see us through.
I'm not so sure about that. I think a midwinter London night would freeze a young person solid just as easily as an elderly one.
Dear, that doesn't sound agreeable.
Oh, her eyes! Oh, Susanna. Now I'm starting to regret turning Mr. McGilda down. That 1,000 guineas would have paid for a lovely warm room or mansion. Aww. And so, the trial to determine my worthiness for the study tour was over by the end of our first day in London. However, as we were soon to learn, there were more trying times ahead, just as the Reaper of the Bailey had warned. The case was far from over. Yeah, I thought so. That wasn't a satisfying conclusion. Ooh.
What's
Oh.
going on? Get the fire brigade! Water! Bring water, quick! What the? How did this happen?
Lit
I
on
don't know, sir. By
fire?
the time I got here, it was already engulfed. No one was supposed to be allowed in here before we started investigating.
Someone's in there?
No. Oh, good God. There's someone in there.
Oh. Pff. Oh.
This can't be.
Speak. I want to know what you sound like. No. I wanted to hear his voice. And wow. That was a sick outro. The Realm of the Reaper. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. How many episodes are there? Only 5. Return to the South Screen, yeah. Well, you did hear the voice made Sam Jackson. That's true. I just wanted more dialogue, you know? 5 sounds like a lot. True. True. It just feels like... I'm curious how they're gonna wrap up all of these storylines that are going on with only 2 more episodes. That's what I meant by only. Oh my gosh, my stupid mouse. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. Next episode, we'll be back with episode 4. Yay! We're gonna raid you. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been fun. We'll be back soon. Hope you all have a good day or night. And yeah. Sending you off. Thank you for being here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.